Okay, so what's it called? Cuts out after 10 minutes. I didn't expect it to, but I should have. So she says, "Look, we're friends. I understand, but I won't give you everything I have. Just do you want to smoke and take your money back? I brought a shit ton when I heard the world is ending. Bought, not brought. So there I was, just doing drugs with my friends. At the end of the world, it smelt horrid, but I felt a bit more relaxed. She invited people over, and that's all I did for that day. Just smoked and partied. I felt kind of bad. I was always able to get stuff off of people without paying for it. Money was kind of useless now. We, I, I was smart here. I put we kind of settled down, but I erased the kinda so I wouldn't use it again. I'm learning. And after a while, we watched a movie. The movie was meh. Holy shit, meh was like relevant 4 years ago? What the fuck? But she had funny. Oh, but still, why did I say all right? That was not the book. It's but still had funny parts. Drowsy and possibly was crossed out high from all the weed. I went to sleep. 28. I felt my phone vibrating at 3:17 a.m. Man, there's a lot of 17s here. And picked it up. It was my dad worrying where I was. I explained how I went to the party and did drugs. He said, "Come over now," in a loud, irritated voice. I saw Tiger passed out, and I put my money in her pocket. Oh, it was very nice there. Kind of stupid, but I wanted to get it to her personally. I walked home smelling like drugs and alcohol, and maybe a bit high. Well, I don't know why I wrote that again. At 4 a.m., I got home, and my dad looked at me, but didn't yell. Kind of understanding the situation. I went to bed, but couldn't sleep. I wrote my bucket list down, more like tried, underlined the tried here, too, and I didn't have the heart to do it. I had a basic idea though: kiss a girl, see the northern light, and have sex with a girl. Kind of like Lester List, but who cares? First step, kiss a girl. I knew Abby didn't like me, but kissing a girl shouldn't be that hard. I think of my options, Casey, and that's about it. I forgot who Casey was in this story, to be completely honest with you. She didn't like me anyway, so basically no one, I guess. It's the northern lights or try for sex. What the fuck? Kissing a girl would make more sense than sex. Maybe I should start smaller. Kissing makes a lot more sense here, buddy. I look at Google. It says I look at Google, not look up on Google, and see how long it takes to get to Yellowknife, which is Northern Lights place. It says it would take 50 hours to get there, so 2 days here and back, which I'm a fucking moron. It takes 50 hours to get there, and then it's 50 hours back. I don't know why I couldn't fucking process that. Oh, wait, no, I did write that. 4 days minus my 27. Great. I also needed someone to drive with me. Doubly great. I thought about who could come with me. I had Cam and his girlfriend, Ash and Casey. I slept a bit and got up at 11. Okay. I saw I had a few texts. They were from Ash, mostly about why we are here and all that philosophical stuff. I got dressed and walked downstairs to see both my parents praying. I told them I was going out, but my mom stopped me saying I should repent to Jesus. I said, all right, this is my fucking atheist phase where you think that everyone, that you think that, you're fucking so smart that you're a fucking atheist and all this shit. Man, why the fuck did I write this? I told them it's bullshit, do something with your life. Oh, and by the way, only 27 and a half days left for Jesus not to save us. Sick burn. Fucking atheists 1, Christianity 0. God, I fucking hated this. Alright. I walked outside, just kind of living, wandering, and experiencing life for my last days. I figured I should text Ash to see if I could orchestrate the Yellowknife trip. That's a fancy $2 word there. I was about to text when I got a text from Tiger saying, "Why'd you give me money?" I responded, "Look, it's no problem. Just take it." She asked, "You sure?" I said, "Definitely," but I spelled definitely DEFINITALY, which I know that's wrong. Now back to texting Ash and the rest. I was able to get Casey, Ash, Cam, though not his girlfriend. I also invited Tiger, but she declined. So we met. I feel like I spelled tomorrow wrong. At my house, since my parents had the van, more like I take the van, drive everyone's houses, and then go to Yellowknife. Their passports, which is spelled wrong, it's THYRE when it's supposed to be THEIR, passports luckily are still valid. I said to all of them, get money, food, pillows, etc., with no commas in this, and be ready. Also, all need your addresses where there was no comma after also. I just walked home after wandering for a few hours. I got a book bag, filled it with stuff that's very general. I realized I needed money, so I had to drive to the bank. I asked my parents if I could use the car. They agreed. God, that's not how I use my car at all. I was very stupid. And I went to ask to exchange my money for Canadian ones, but they really didn't care. That's not how fucking money. That's not how that works. You have to wait a few weeks. And they gave me $500, but I still withdrew most of my money. Alright, I don't know where this fucking number came from. 3,427 American dollars and 32 cents. Didn't I just say I withdrew 500? Okay, whatever. I filled the car up with gas and went home. I put the Canadian money in a fanny pack. Where the fuck did this fanny pack come from? We had from going to the United Kingdom when I was 7. There's no reason for me to put that there. I put the rest in a box in my dresser underneath all my clothes. I set my alarm for 2 a.m., went to sleep with $500. Okay, that was not wrong. 500 Canadian dollars on my passport. 27. I wake up. I checked my passport and everything else. So I went quietly downstairs and left a note. Went to Yellowknife. Be back soon. Jaden. Or Jordan, whatever. I took the keys and turned on the car. I went to pick up Ash first. Why I put turned on the car? She was outside and rushed in the car. It was pretty cold. The next was Casey. I drove to her house and she too was standing outside. She came in the car quietly. I went to get Cam. I see him. With him he brought Haley. He said, I know it. Oh. He asked, is it fine if she comes? I know it's last minute. I said, yeah, but you're going to be driving. What the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. So I went to the back of the van with Ash. Casey was in the middle row, and Cam and Haley were in the front. Most of the other stuff was where Casey was. He exchanged conversation, but we couldn't stop. How the fuck did... Alright. Focusing is spelled Fousing. That's not how you spell focusing. On the end of the world. We listened to the radio news about the end of the world, so not very happy news. Also, there were riots in some cities, mostly third world ones, and poorer countries like Africa, South America, and Asia. Asia's not that poor. Still, there were some riots in America and Europe. I also heard about cities in mass prayers, but it was inevitable, so we stopped a few times before reaching Canada at some rest stops. Nothing out of the ordinary. When we reached the border, we got our passports out and we were allowed in Canada. I saw the border guard and he looked so sad. I felt kind of bad for the guy. He was missing his family, but it was for national security, so at least I wasn't him. We drove for the rest of the day. My mom texted me. I ignored it like a fucking badass. I went to sleep. Yeah, I'm just ending this episode here because it only does 10 minutes. Alright, God, it's how do you... Alright. Trying to end this.